We had a total of 63 full-duty staff that were deployed in round one to the juvenile hall from juvenile special services, juvenile field services, as well as our placement unit. We moved to a regional model to ensure that all youth and families are being serviced. Yes, there have been impacts. We don't have the number of staff that we had previously, of course, but we are able to make the contacts that we are required to make.
A number of the defense attorneys that I've spoken to, whether they're at the PD's office, APD's office, or part of the panel, are saying that their clients, there's a delay in the pre-plea reports, especially if they're in the community and not detained.
We have what we call court trackers that track court report due dates. We want to ensure that we are not late or missing on, because those young people are detained, and we don't want them detained in juvenile hall any longer than they should be. When I looked 2 weeks ago, we had not missed any of those reports. Any continuations on pre-pleas need to come to my level. I have not gotten any requests for continuations for pre-pleas. The regular function of probation, we call it the farm in, farm out process, meaning that if one group gets overloaded, we have the ability to reassign those cases in a timely fashion so that we can meet those mandates.
I hear two things about this. One is because of these reassignments, the probation department is not being as effective at its job of reducing crime, which is another way of saying that crimes are happening because of these reassignments. The other thing I'm hearing is that these offices are grossly overstaffed and people aren't really doing anything anyways, and so this actually isn't having any impact at all. And I don't know which or if either of those are true or if there are some other effects of all of this. I don't see any measures of impacts in the community or outside the department staffing, and that would help me know whether or which of those two things I'm hearing is true, that there's been no impact, again, which would suggest that probation is not very effective if there's no impact to it not doing what it was doing before, versus there is an impact, but I want to know what that is. It's important to know that nobody in the department knows the answer to that question.